Hello and welcome to Ep.3 of Building More Than Just a Body. I'm Celeste Rains-Turk and I am here with the lovely Jess Seeley, who is absolutely amazing at empowering you to connect with your inner child and follow your true passion. So I want to let Jess explain a little bit more about what that means, and then I'm going to have her deliver some serious knowledge to you guys. So go ahead, Jess.
Yay. Hey, Celeste. Thanks so much for having me. It's really, really cool to be chatting to you. My core message really stems from the journey that I've been on throughout my life. And, for such a long time, I just made decisions based on what I thought was society's norm, like studying a course I wasn't really passionate about at uni and just taking on jobs because they were good, and I wasn't really happy. So, from that I've done a lot of personal development and soul searching, and, I've found that my true passion is to see other people light up. So I'm here to empower you to break through any social expectations that are limiting you in order to reconnect with your inner child and follow your true passion.
Wow, that is so awesome. So I'm going to go off of that and just ask you, how can someone take your message of unleashing your inner child and use that to create the best versions of themselves?
Yeah, so the ability to do that is within us all. We're all children. And my definition of your inner child is that place where you have fun and you're creative and you just go with your instinct and what feels good. So, it's really about recognizing those times when you are limiting yourself and you've got blocks around, I can't do this or say this, and you're doing what you think people want you to do, and it's getting back to that place where you do what feels good for you.
Yes, that's awesome. So how do you show yourself love daily so you can do what feels good for you?
Yeah, so it changes. It's just about, for me, it was getting in touch with what do I like to do, whether it's yoga or, I'll go for a swim, or this morning I went for a beach walk. It's making sure that you have that time for you. And at the end of the day, if someone was like, what did you do for yourself today? You can tell them that that's something, it might be as a bubble bath or, for me, it really changes daily depending on the location I'm in. A lot of the time it might be a workout. I really love my fitness. But yeah, it doesn't look one way or the other. It's just about what feels good.
Yes, I love that. I can agree 100%. I think, something I put out into the world a few months ago is that if you can even just take 10 minutes to really spend on yourself, no matter what it is, even if it's just sitting in silence and listening to your thoughts, that's way more powerful than giving those 10 minutes to anybody else. Because you can give all your time away and all your effort and money, but if you're not willing to give it to yourself, then how can you really get the most out of those things that you're giving into?
Totally agree. You are your first and best investment.
Yes, I love that. That's a great way to put it. And so how do you step into your zone every day?
Look, for me, I wake up and I do some breathing techniques, and then I'll journal and set my intentions around how the day is going to unfold, and what my posture is going to be, and the vibe that I'm giving out to the world. I'm here to empower people to hear my message and to make positive changes in their life. So it's all around, for me, setting my day up so that I have the time to really focus myself and then put those intentions out there, raise my vibration.
Wow. And so you said that you love fitness. So how do you create this life of health, wellness, and success?
Sorry, what was that?
You mentioned that you like fitness. So I was just curious as to how you create this life of health, wellness, and success.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. So for me, it takes a little bit of discipline, especially as I've been traveling the last 6 weeks. But I mean, in terms of health, I use a really nutritional cleansing system that I'm so solid in, and that keeps me healthy from the inside out. It's making sure that I've got time to, go for a walk or do some exercise and keeping that balance. And then in terms of success, I think it's just deciding on the outcomes that you're going to have and deciding on the successes that you're going to have in life, and aligning yourself to them, and then, just going and putting in the work and doing the do and working your butt off to make them happen.
Yes. And so what is something that you would tell someone or that you even tell yourself every day, that one message that you want everybody to hear? What is that?
Yeah, for me, it's just like, so my core message, there's a few, but it's like, don't hold back, be you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't agree with that more. I mean, as you mentioned earlier, just you're the most powerful investment that you can have and you can make. And I also read this quote one time that was basically like, maybe even you posted it actually. You'll have to tell me if this was from you, but something about how you have to be yourself because then you're giving something unique to the world.
Yeah, I've read variations of that one, and it's so true. It's like, that's your strongest asset. No one else is you, and that's your unique power. And it's like, why would you wait for someone's permission to be yourself? You're never going to get it from everyone. And we're all so different. And I just genuinely think that if everyone was connected with what they truly loved and desired and was being themselves unapologetically, then the world would be vibrating on a higher level and it would be a better place.
Yes, I agree. So, on that note, I want to let you leave the audience with a piece of advice on what if someone doesn't know what their value or what their power is inside of them? How could they dig deep and find that?
Yeah, sure. For me, there were a few steps along the way. You know, uh, it was a personal reflection around figuring out when I was truly lit up and figuring out when it was that I was at my absolute happiest. But I have to say that, like, without coaching and without taking on personal development courses, it would have taken me a lot longer to get to this position, just because, they helped me to ask. I knew what questions to ask myself to figure it out. Yeah, so a combination of determination, self-reflection, and being prompted by my coaches to really ask myself the right questions to figure that out.
Right. Yeah. Actually, working with Regan now for myself, anyways, just learning to really ask the right questions and put yourself in that stage of it's done and this is who I am, because I knew I wanted to help people personally, and like I had this huge vision of going out and telling the world, fitness is more than just building this great body, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
about having these aesthetics, and I just didn't know how to voice that. And so, like you're mentioning, you have something within you. It's a matter of putting it to words a lot of times. So like you said, ask yourself the right questions and hire someone who can help you and learn about you on ways that you may not even know.
Yeah, and there's always going to be that next level, and we're always going to have blocks. Like, from my level now, or from the level where I needed to discover what my passion was to the level, all right, I know my passion and I need to take it to the next level. You're always going to have blocks, and that you just need that external person looking in to help you, to call you on your bullshit, and to make you really reflect hardcore and just be like, you can have everything. If you didn't have blocks, you'd have everything that you wanted, as Regan said, and it's so true. So, yeah, there's always going to be that next level, and don't be hard on yourself. Just embrace that.
Yes, 100% agree. If you're too hard on yourself, you won't get anywhere. If you're too easy on yourself, you
Yeah,
won't get anywhere. Gotta find that
yeah,
balance, huh?
yeah,
So,
totally.
so this has been really fun and awesome, and I want everyone to be able to connect with you further and really just experience what I experience in being in your groups and also just being a friend on Facebook. So can you give them some insight as to where they can find you on social media? And then, of course, I'll put the links into the description.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit, but yes, I'd love to have everybody come and join my tribe, which is called Unleash Your Inner Child. And it's that safe place for everyone to share, to have fun, and it's about self-love as it is as much about releasing your inner child and finding your passion, because I feel like they come hand in hand. Until you're comfortable with who you are and until you love yourself for who you are, you're going to find it hard to release.
Wow. Yes, I love that. I love your message and I love being in that group myself. So everybody listening to this, go check it out and show Jess some love for all this awesome value that she's delivered to us today. And I'm seriously so glad we could have her on. And other than that, everybody have an awesome, awesome day, and we'll chat soon.